and you can write it in your own words. जर कुठलाही कन्सेप्ट तुम्हाला कधी कळाला नसेल तर प्लीज फील फ्री टू आस्क मी एनी टाइम. ओके. तुम्हाला मी असाइनमेंट पण दिली होती सेन्सरी अनालिसिसची. ती असाइनमेंट मी परत रिपीट करते. तुम्ही पॉवर पॉइंट बनवू शकता किंवा तुम्ही फोटोज कंपाईल करू शकता. आपण तुमचा स्वतःचा फोटो काढायचा. तुम्ही जे प्रोडक्ट वापरले, चिप्स असतील किंवा कोक असेल, ते हातात पकडून तुमचा स्वतःचा फोटो काढायचा. नेक्स्ट मध्ये तुम्ही ट्रायंगल टेस्ट केली, त्याचा बुकमध्ये लिहिलेलं असेल तुम्ही ट्रायंगल टेस्ट करताना, राईट. वी ऑलरेडी रोट इन बुक्स कोड नंबर वगैरे. मग त्याचा रिझल्ट काय आला, त्या बुकचा पेजचा फोटो काढू शकता किंवा तुम्ही टाईप करून लिहू शकता की ट्रायंगल टेस्ट वॉज डन बिटवीन दिस दिस दिस, हे कोड होते आणि हा रिझल्ट आला. मग डिओ ट्रायो टेस्ट होती ज्याच्यात रेफरन्स सॅम्पल होतं, ती टेस्ट आपण केली, त्याचा काय रिझल्ट होता हे नेक्स्ट पेजमध्ये किंवा टाईप करून घ्या. मग थर्ड तुम्ही पेअर्ड कंपॅरिझन टेस्ट केली, कुठल्यामध्ये शुगर जास्त आहे, कुठल्यामध्ये टेस्ट चांगली आहे. So you can write that. And last one we did hedonic scale. Hedonic मध्ये पण तुम्ही कम्पेअर केलते दोन सॅम्पल्स अँड ओव्हरऑल एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी कुठली चांगली होती ते तुम्ही रिझल्ट मध्ये टाकाल. पॉवर पॉइंट मी सेन्सरी टेस्टचं जे पॉवर पॉइंट लेक्चर होतं ते ऑलरेडी मी गुगल क्लासरूम वरती टाकलं आहे. तुम्हाला जर परत समजलं नसेल किंवा काही कन्फ्युजन असेल तर यू कॅन गो बॅक अँड चेक दॅट स्लाइड्स अँड देन यू कॅन प्रिपेअर दिस असाइनमेंट. हे 4-5 स्लाइड्स किंवा 4-5 पेजेसची तुमची असाइनमेंट होईल. 4 टेस्ट अँड 1 युअर ओन पिक्चर. तुमचा नेम, तुमचा रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर अँड युअर प्लेस, तुम्ही कुठल्या डिस्ट्रिक्टचे आहात, ॲड्रेस तुम्ही टाकू शकता. एक्झाम्पल यू आर फ्रॉम पुणे, नाशिक, ते तुम्ही टाकून पाठवाल. ओके. सो नाव टुडे लेट मी स्टार्ट प्रेझेंटिंग द स्क्रीन. Today we are going to study about the chemical properties of food. Okay. सगळ्यांना स्क्रीन दिसतीये का? एकाने कोणीतरी रिप्लाय करा ऑडिओ. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's move ahead. हा चॅप्टर तुमच्या फर्स्ट चॅप्टरचा पण पार्ट आहे आणि सेकंड चॅप्टरचा पण पार्ट आहे. सो दिस इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट चॅप्टर ॲज फ्रॉम पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू ऑफ मार्क्स. So we already have certain idea what are the chemical components of food, right? So today we are going to overlook what are the different chemical properties or chemical components of food, and then we are going to study water. So chemical properties, we all know, we all recommend to eat diverse diet or complete balanced diet. Why is it recommend to have a proper complete diet or diverse diet? So that it contains all the nutrients or all the food items or different food groups. And what happens when you have all different types of food groups, they provide you different nutrients, and these nutrients are usually required for performing various important functions in your body. These functions we already studied in our introductory lecture. We overlooked those functions. So this is why a diverse diet or a complete meal or a balanced diet is important. So what are these nutrients? Nutrients or nutrition we had studied in first lecture. Nutrients are nothing but chemical components of food which are capable of performing specific functions. Each component will have a specific function, and these functions are related to your bodily properties or bodily different functions like ability to work. You need energy, then for growth and development in the early ages, teenagers. Okay. Then for maintaining proper health throughout your lifetime, to reduce disease occurrence or to have healthy body. Okay. And when does this occur? When you are eating those nutrients in appropriate amounts. आपण बघितलं, right? Malnourishment means what? We are not getting those nutrients in correct amount. So these nutrients are important for different bodily functions, and they can be useful only if they are eaten in proper amount. So these are the chemical properties, and we all know what are these chemical components of food. correct? We know water, carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, and minerals. So usually these are considered to be major and macronutrients. ह्याच्यातले आता तुम्ही जे बघितले 6 न्यूट्रिएंट्स, त्याच्यातलं मेजर न्यूट्रिएंट्स कुठले आहेत आणि मायक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट्स कुठले आहेत? Which are the major nutrients and micronutrients out of these? You can write your answers in the chat box. What does major nutrients indicate? Major means they are required in more amount, correct? तुमच्या सॉइल मध्ये पण आपण बघतो major and minor nutrients. Which are the major nutrients out of these 6? Water is a major nutrient. Okay, correct. Water is a major ingredient and major nutrient. Anything else from water? Minerals are minor, right? Minerals are minor. We don't consume minerals in more amount. Anything else? अजून कुठले मेजर न्यूट्रिएंट्स आहेत किंवा कुठले मायनर न्यूट्रिएंट्स आहेत? From your daily diet, correct? What do you consume more out of this? Proteins is major, carbohydrates is major, vitamin is minor, carbohydrates is major. Okay. Okay, almost, I think you all got it. Only one person wrote that fat is also a major nutrient. Yeah, Namrata also wrote fat is major nutrient. So first 4, water, carbohydrates, protein, fats are major nutrients. They are consumed in more quantity in your food. And vitamins and minerals are your minor nutrients. Okay, but that doesn't mean they are less important. Both these nutrients, all these major and micronutrients are important and they have a specific function in your body. Okay. Now first we'll study water. We all know water is the most essential nutrient in your body. Without water you cannot live longer in absence of water. It is an essential part of our body structure and accounts for nearly 55 to 70% of our body weight. तर तुमच्या बॉडीमध्ये 55 to 75% is water and rest is all your tissues and bones and all those things. So water is very important. Why is it important? It helps in utilization of food material in the body. जेव्हा तुम्ही food consume करता, so that food, the nutrients are absorbed in the body, utilized in the body because of water. And also whatever is the waste or toxic elements, those are removed as food waste because of water. We have urinate, right? When we are urinating through water, you are removing the waste material. We also know now it's summertime, so what happens when the temperature is high? We start sweating, right? Why do we sweat? Because the body is trying to maintain the temperature. Even in plants, transpiration occurs when the temperature is high. That is also another way of plants to maintain their temperature. So body water is very important for maintaining the temperature of the body during different seasons. Okay, even तुम्हाला जेव्हा ताप येतो आणि जेव्हा मग तुमचा ताप उतरायला लागतो, right? When you take medication for fever and when the fever is going down, your body starts sweating. Your body is adjusting to the temperature and you start sweating. Okay. Now, how do we get water for our body? Water we can get directly by drinking, or water can be a part of our food. Okay, like beverages, drinks, cold drinks, beverages, or even the food material what we eat contains water. So that is how water is supplied to our body. In this today's this PowerPoint, हे जे आपण ओव्हरव्ह्यू करतोय केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज, जर तुम्हाला क्वेश्चन आला एक्सप्लेन इन ब्रीफ डिफरंट केमिकल कंपोनेंट्स इन फूड, तेव्हा तुम्ही हे आन्सर डायरेक्टली लिहू शकता. Each componentचं थोडं इन्फॉर्मेशन. Okay, that's why we are taking this PowerPoint or this lecture, introduction to all these components. Okay, and if they ask you in detail, so we are going to study in our next lectures all these components individually in detail. तर तुम्हाला कार्बोहायड्रेट्स वरती 4 मार्क्सचा किंवा 8 मार्क्सचा क्वेश्चन आला तर तुम्हाला मग ते कार्बोहायड्रेट्स आपलं इन डिटेल लेक्चर होणार आहे, ते आन्सर तुम्ही लिहू शकता. ओके, Now next is carbohydrate. We all know, and carbohydrates form the major part of our diet. Nearly 55 to 65% of total calorie intake, means the food calories what we are eating, that comes from the carbohydrate. That's why, since you're getting major calories from carbohydrates, that means you're getting major energy from carbohydrates for your body. So the chief function of carbohydrates is to provide energy needed by our body. In the first lecture I had explained 1 gram of carbohydrates releases certain amount of calories of energy. कुणाला आठवत आहे का 1 ग्रॅम कार्बोहायड्रेट खाल्ल्याने किती ग्रॅम एनर्जी रिलीज होते? Does anyone know? If you eat consume 1 gram of carbohydrate, how much energy is released? आठवते कुणाला? Correct. 4 calories of energy is released when you consume 1 gram of carbohydrates. 4 calories. And the same thing is for protein. तर हे लक्षात ठेवाल, हे तुम्हाला ऑब्जेक्टिव्हला खूप वेळा विचारू शकतात. If you consume 1 gram of carbohydrate or 1 gram of protein, it releases 4 calories of energy. So keep this in mind. Usually, so after consuming whatever the carbohydrates, they release energy. If they are in excess, what happens is that energy or that carbohydrates are stored in the body in form of glycogen, and or they are converted into fats and they are stored in the body, and then whenever there is need, that can be again utilized for releasing energy. Example, you ate more food today, and that food you need only certain calories for today's workout or for today's your bodily functions. So excess of those calories will get converted and stored in the form of glycogen, and whenever your body is having more work to do, that time that can be utilized again. Starch found in cereals, sugar found in sugar cane and fruits are the examples of carbohydrates in food. So we all know major source of carbohydrates are cereals. Then in fruits and vegetables, you have different types of sugars like glucose, fructose, sucrose. So these are the sources of carbohydrates in the food. Next chemical component is proteins. So I already told 1 gram of protein if you consume, it releases 4 calories of energy. But the major function of protein is for what? Bodybuilding. It is not used mainly as an energy source, but it is used for building new tissues. It is used for various enzymes, hormones, for antibodies in the body. So they have various roles apart from giving energy. Only 10% of the total energy in your body is supplied by proteins from your diet. So we saw carbohydrate releases 55 to 65% of energy. Protein give only 10% of energy. Protein which is taken in excess of the body's need is converted to carbohydrates and fat and is stored in the body. Whatever is excess gets converted into glycogen or in fats, and it gets stored in your body. That's why we usually what we recommend, don't eat heavy diet at night, because during sleeping your body is not having major functions or it's not very active. So what happens, that excess of whatever you're eating calories get converted into fat, and that's how your body weight keeps increasing. So usually we know breakfast should be very heavy like a king, then your lunch should be medium, and then your dinner should be very light like a farmer, or a very light dinner. Okay, so this is why. Then casein from milk, examples of your proteins, we know casein from milk. Then in eggs you have albumin. Then you have globulins in your legumes, gluten in the wheat. These are the examples of protein from different food components. Okay, example, this gluten, we know some people are not tolerant to gluten. Okay, so in that case they cannot eat wheat, but they can eat rice or other cereals like bajra, jawar, which doesn't contain gluten. Okay, so these are the proteins, short overview of proteins. Next is fats. So fats are nothing but they are concentrated source of energy, and we know there are certain vitamins which are fat soluble. So in that case fats are very important for absorption of those fat soluble vitamins, and they are also source of essential fatty acids. हे तुम्ही फिश लिव्हर ऑइलचे तुम्हाला टॅबलेट्स मिळतात, राईट, बिकॉज दे आर एसेन्शियल फॅटी ॲसिड्स, दे कंटेन एसेन्शियल फॅटी ॲसिड, विटॅमिन ईज, then your certain olive oil and all those contains your essential fatty acids. That's why we recommend to consume them. Okay, if excess fats are taken in the diet, these are stored as fat reserves in the body. Same thing like carbohydrate and protein. Whatever is excess will be stored in your body, and whenever there is need for the body, only that time this fat will be burned. As a best example, the people who go to gym, correct, जिमला तुम्ही जाता वेट लॉस साठी किंवा बॉडी बिल्डिंग साठी, तेव्हा काय होतं, तुम्हाला प्रोटीन इंटेक वाढवायला लावतात. दे आस्क यू टू रेड्यूस फॅट्स अँड कार्बोहायड्रेट, अँड व्हॉट हॅपन्स वेन यू आर बर्निंग दिस कॅलरीज, लास्ट कॅलरीज बर्न्ड आर फ्रॉम युअर फॅट. तुमचं फॅट लूज करायला तुम्हाला जास्त मेहनत करावी लागते, अपार्ट फ्रॉम द रेग्युलर कॅलरीज व्हॉट यू आर बर्निंग, बिकॉज दिस आर excess in the body and stored for whenever there is need in the body. Only when you do more exercise, that time these reserves will be लॉस्ट. त्यामुळे हे फॅट जेव्हा तुमचं बेली येते, आपण ते बघितलेलं वेस्ट सर्कम्फरन्स, most of the fat gets stored around your stomach or around your abdomen area. So that fat is very difficult to lose, and that will be the last fat to lose in your body, because it acts as a reserve source of energy. Examples of fats काय तुमचे, ऑइल फाउंड इन सीड्स, बटर फ्रॉम मिल्क, लार्ड फ्रॉम मीट, म्हणजे नॉनव्हेज मीट मध्ये स्पेसिफिकली ना, जे रेड मीट असतं फ्रॉम पिग, फ्रॉम अदर लार्ज ॲनिमल्स, so from those they extract the fat, that is your lard. Other examples found in foods. आपल्या इंडियामध्ये अरब कंट्रीज मध्ये लार्ड वापरलं जात नाही मीट मधलं, but in other western countries lard is commonly used in most of their food products to enhance taste. Okay, so these are your fats. We know 1 gram of fat, if you consume, it gives 9 calories of energy, and 20 to 30% of the energy comes from your fat in the body. Okay, so this was your fats. Next, now let's move on to minerals. We all know there are several minerals which we get from our food, what we eat. So out of that, they are necessary for bodybuilding, they are necessary for building of your bones, teeth, and various structural parts of your tissues. Minerals will also play an important role in various regulation processes in the body. Example, muscle contraction, तुमचं potassium वापरलं जातं in muscle contraction, in clotting of your blood, in nervous stimuli. So these are the different functions which these minerals can perform. The minerals like calcium, phosphorus, iron, iodine, sodium, potassium, and others, these are commonly found and used by the body in combination with other organic or inorganic compounds. So example, sodium, तुमचं जे असतं सॉल्ट मधून येतं, सोडियम इज युज्ड इन बॉडी फॉर मेंटेनिंग द बॉडी वॉटर रिटेन्शन. तुमच्या बॉडी, वी नो राईट, सॉइल मध्ये पण आपण बघतो, दिस आयन्स हेल्प टू रिटेन द मॉइश्चर इन द सॉइल. ऑस्मोसिस, we know osmosis, wherever the concentration of ions is more, the liquid will flow over there. So that's why these minerals, these ions are required to maintain proper body water retention. We know like sodium potassium pump असतं, तुमचे जेव्हा न्यूट्रिएंट्स ट्रान्सफर करायचे असतात, तर various pumps are there in your body. So in that case also these minerals are useful. Iron, you know, iron is found in hemoglobin of your blood. So blood is such an important component of your body, and for that you require iron. If you have less of iron in the body, you have anemia. Then zinc is used in DNA RNA synthesis, and magnesium is commonly used in various enzymes in your body. Okay, plus magnesiumचा अजून एक part, I don't know if you know, magnesium is important for chlorophyll. It's a major component of your chlorophyll. That's why when you want to increase magnesium content of your food or in your body, you have to eat fruits or vegetables which have high chlorophyll. म्हणजे कुठले असतात तुमचे लिफी व्हेजिटेबल्स. दे आर रिच सोर्स ऑफ क्लोरोफिल अँड क्लोरोफिल कंटेन्स मॅग्नेशियम. दॅट्स वाय टू इम्प्रूव्ह मॅग्नेशियम you eat leafy vegetables. Then last part is your vitamins. We know there are two types of vitamins: fat soluble vitamins, which include vitamin A, D, E, and K. And then we have water soluble vitamins, which include vitamin B complex and vitamin C. We all know vitamins are also needed for proper growth of your body and several functioning of your body. So this was quick overview of the different food components or chemical components of food. Question आला तर तुम्ही हे आन्सर लिहू शकता 8 marks ला. Now we will quickly go over to the next part. We'll study water component in detail. Okay. So water we saw is most essential ingredient and most essential nutrient. Without water we cannot survive for long. Nearly 55 to 70% of our body weight is made up of water. We already saw that. Why it is important? Because mostly 75% of your active muscle mass consists of water, and about 25 of your fat mass is composed of water. So even in your muscles 75% is water. Okay, even your body fat contains 25% of water. That's why it is important. Usually it is considered as the most important nutrient for our survival. And average intake for adult male is recommended 3.7 liters of water or 15 cups of water per day. And for females it is considered to be 2.7 liter or 11 cups for adult female. So make sure you drink proper amount of water, because if your body is dehydrated, then there are several bodily functions which will not work properly. In this corner you can see this is the structure of the water molecule. We all know that water is made up of two hydrogen atoms which is covalently bonded with one oxygen atom, and the angle between this is 104.5 degrees. So this is structure of your water. In introduction you can write few points and then you can start explaining the importance, functions of water. We saw 75% of the muscle mass is made up of water. So even in animals as well as in vegetable tissues, water is an integral part. Most of the cellular reactions or whatever reactions occurs in your body, they occur through the medium of water. Water forms an important medium for these reactions. In digestion water is helpful. Absorption of your nutrients in the body, water or blood is helpful, and blood contains almost 95% of your water. Circulation, again blood is there for circulation, which is major component is water. And finally excretion, whatever the waste material we are removing from your body, that also requires water. Electrolyte balance, I already explained you all those minerals, sodium, potassium. So all these minerals in along with your water helps to maintain the electrolyte balance in your body. That's why excess of water is not removed from your body, and that also helps in maintaining the body temperature, which we already saw. We all know next point is water is a universal solvent. Water can dissolve so many solutes in them. It also act as an reactant. Photosynthesis मध्ये आपण बघतो water is a reactant, right? It also act as a product whenever energy is released in your body by fats, carbohydrates, proteins. At that time water is removed as an or is a byproduct of those reactions. Okay. Water in case of fruits and vegetables or food material, it influences the appearance, texture and flavor of the food. Now we already studied these sensory properties. Appearance, जर पाणी कमी असेल, example apple, let's take example of apple. If I keep apple in sun for 2 days, or even if I keep apple for maybe 10 or 20 days outside at room temperature, what will happen is the water will be evaporated, transpiration will occur, that apple will shrivel, त्याची स्किन काय होणार, श्रिंक होणार, श्रिवल होणार, रेषा रेषा येतात. right? So appearance of that apple is affected. When you cut the apple, it will become very soft, it is no longer crunchy, so you have lost your texture. And since you don't have water, you will only have the pulp of that apple, dry pulp of those apples. So that flavor will also not be there because most of the juice has evaporated. So that's how water plays important role in food material of fruits and vegetables for maintaining proper appearance, texture, and flavor. And the most important part water plays is in food spoilage. We know that if the food item has water in it, then it is susceptible to spoilage, growth of fungus, molds, etc. So this is the importance of water. Now let's see how water plays role in fruits and vegetables. Almost 70 to 80% of the moisture or the weight of the fruits and vegetable is because of water. In case of vegetables like leafy vegetables, or in case of melons, watermelon, tumcha musk melon, in those condition, in those fruits and vegetables, almost 90 to 95% is water or moisture. सो म्हणजे ह्याच्यातलं जर तुम्ही मॉइश्चर वॉटर लॉस केला, वी ऑल नो, सकाळी जर तुम्ही मेथी हार्वेस्ट केली असेल, संध्याकाळपर्यंत ती श्रिवल होऊन जाते, कोमेजून जाते, एनी लिफी व्हेजिटेबल, बिकॉज you are losing the water content in them. That's why what farmers do, ओल्या ओल्या पोत्यांमध्ये लिफी व्हेजिटेबल गुंडाळून ठेवतात, किंवा ओल्या कापडामध्ये लिफी व्हेजिटेबल्स गुंडाळून ठेवतात, किंवा वरतून पाणी शिंपडतात. Why do they do that? So that they reduce the loss of water from that fruits and vegetables. Now next is tuber crops. Tuber crops contain very less amount of water, only 50%. Example, your cassava, yam, various corns, okay, or potato, sweet potato, because they contain more starch and less of water. That's why these are the various water contents of your different categories of fruits and vegetables. Why is water important in fruits and vegetables? We saw because various nutrients, we are consuming these fruits and vegetables for their nutrients, and most of these nutrients are present in the fruits and vegetables in soluble state in water. त्यांचा जो ज्यूस असतो, बरोबर, त्या ज्यूस मध्ये तुमचे न्यूट्रिएंट्स आर प्रेझेंट. Water is important because we saw texture, appearance, and all, flavor is also there, but we saw that water also leads to spoilage, or water makes these fruits, vegetables, and even flowers more perishable, easily spoiled, because of the high moisture content in them. And that's why, since they have high moisture content, they can be easily attacked by different microorganisms like fungus, bacteria. एक्झाम्पल, तुमचं वीट घ्या, वीट मध्ये मॉइश्चर कंटेंट किती असतो, तुमच्या सिरियल्स मध्ये मॉइश्चर कंटेंट किती असतो? Can anybody type here? How much moisture content is present in grains? Example, your wheat. तुम्हाला ॲग्रोनॉमी मध्ये हे शिकवलं असेल, राईट? Or take any guess, how much moisture is present in wheat? Or is there even any moisture present in wheat? पहिली गोष्ट, मॉइश्चर असतं का? असलं तर किती टक्के असतं? 5 to 10%. रॉजमीन 14%. एनीबडी एल्स? किती पर्सेंट असतं? 14%. करेक्ट. 14% पर्यंत असतं, or less than 14 is ideal. 13 to 14%, exactly 13.5 to 14% moisture is present. आणि सीड्स जर असतील, तुम्ही सीड्स म्हणून जर ते वापरत असाल, तर त्याच्यामध्ये लेस देन 12% असतं. ओके, in case of seeds it is less than 12%. Otherwise in grains, various types of grains, it is 13.5 to 14%. So let's move. So in case of your wheat, as compared to wheat, your vegetables are very perishable, highly perishable. Wheat तुम्ही एक 2-2 वर्ष ठेवू शकता, because it contains less amount of water. Fruits and vegetables, hardly you can keep them for 1 or 2 weeks, because they have very high amount of moisture, which makes them susceptible to various microorganisms. Okay, even because of they are very fruits and vegetables are also alive. त्यांचे मेटाबॉलिक ऍक्टिव्हिटी चालू असतात बिकॉज ऑफ दिस वॉटर. बरोबर, ते रेस्पायर करत असतात. त्यामुळे काय होतं, त्यांचं सेनेसेन्स लवकर येतं, ते लवकर स्पॉइल होऊन जातात, येल्लो होऊन, खराब होऊन, डिके होऊन लवकर खराब होतात ते. नेक्स्ट, retention, therefore retention of moisture or prevention of loss of moisture is one of the important considerations in planning a storage technique or strategy for extension of shelf life. So if you want to store anything, you have to take proper care of that moisture or water content in that food product. हे सगळ्यात महत्वाचं आपल्याला माहिती आहे. पापड आणि चपाती, पापड तुम्ही किती पण वर्ष ठेवू शकता, 1 वर्ष 2 वर्ष. चपाती तुम्ही 2 दिवस, दुसऱ्या दिवशी त्याला बुरशी यायला लागते. वाय? बिकॉज युअर चपाती हॅज मॉइश्चर इन इट, while your papad doesn't have any moisture in it. तुम्ही त्याला ड्राय केलेलं असतं. That's why whenever you are planning any storage or any shelf life extension method or planning any strategy for that, you have to consider the moisture, what you are going to do of this moisture. अजून एक एक्झाम्पल देते. फ्रुट्स व्हेजिटेबल्स जर तुम्हाला स्टोअर करायचे असतात तर तुम्ही काय करता, त्या स्टोरेज हाऊस मध्ये 90 to 95% ह्युमिडिटी ठेवता. ओके, यू कीप द टेम्परेचर लो, you keep high humidity so that evaporation is less, so that the moisture loss from that fruit or vegetable is less, and that's why you can increase their storage or shelf life. हे झालं तुमचं फ्रुट्स व्हेजिटेबलचं. प्रोसेस्ड फूड मध्ये काय करता, आयदर यू रिमूव्ह द वॉटर or you use chemicals or preservatives like oil, salt to reduce the amount of water. Sugar पण, बरोबर, ह्याच्याने तुम्ही काय करता, यू आर ट्राइंग टू रिमूव्ह द वॉटर टू इन्क्रीज देअर शेल्फ लाईफ. नेक्स्ट, the actual water content in fruit and vegetable is usually dependent on the availability in that tissue at the time of harvest. सिंपल आहे, तुम्ही कधी पण जर हार्वेस्ट करता, whatever the water is present at the time of harvest is the same water which will be carried on throughout the storage period of that fruit or vegetable. That's why we all know when you are harvesting vegetables, especially leafy vegetables or any vegetables or fruits, it is recommended to harvest them early in the morning or late in the evening. बेस्ट इज अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग, कारण का इव्हनिंग मध्ये पण तुम्ही हार्वेस्ट केला तर दिवसभर काय झालेलं असतं, इव्हॅपोरेशन झालेलं असतं. ओके, अर्ली मॉर्निंग मध्ये काय झालेलं असतं, रात्री एवढं इव्हॅपोरेशन झालेलं नसतं. सो दॅट द व्हेजिटेबल्स ऑर फ्रुट्स हॅव हायर मॉइश्चर कंटेंट. आणि जेव्हा हार्वेस्टिंग टाइमला जेवढं मॉइश्चर आहे तेवढंच मॉइश्चर त्या फ्रूट आणि व्हेजिटेबल मध्ये राहू शकतं. स्टोरेज पिरियड मध्ये हळूहळू ते मॉइश्चर डिक्रीज व्हायला लागतं. सो बेटर टू हार्वेस्ट वेन दे हॅव पीक or highest amount of moisture content in them. Water content of produce will vary during the day if there are fluctuation in temperature. हे पण आपल्याला माहिती आहे. दिवसभरात जसं टेम्परेचर वाढतं तसं मॉइश्चर कंटेंट डिक्रीज होणार, इव्हॅपोरेशन होणार, म्हणून मॉइश्चर कंटेंट डिक्रीज होणार. For most produce it is desirable to harvest when the maximum possible water content is present, as this results in the crisp texture. So we studied some fruits and vegetables or leafy vegetables, fruits, we need to have their texture very crisp. बरोबर, कोमेजलेली मेथी कोणी घेणार नाही, कोमेजलेली कोथिंबीर कोणी घेणार नाही, टवटवीत असेल तरच तुम्ही ती प्रिफर करता. करेक्ट. सो दॅट्स वाय when there is highest moisture content, it is recommended to harvest at that time only. So early in the morning is the best period to harvest most of your fruits and vegetables. And we have already studied different moisture content in your fruits and vegetables. Cucumber 95%, most of the fruits and vegetables usually 80% or around 80%. And tubers or starchy tubers or seed yams, vagera, cassava usually contain 50%. Next, this is a table which shows what is the different moisture content in various foods items like fruits, vegetables 70 to 90% or 70 to 80% moisture content असतं. Milk contains 87% of moisture, 13% is other milk solids. Bread contains 35% of moisture. टोस्ट मध्ये मॉइश्चर नसणार आहे. ब्रेड घेतला आणि तुम्ही तर त्याला टोस्ट केला, you what you are doing, you are removing this moisture content when you are doing toast. That's why bread cannot be stored for longer period. toast can be stored for longer period because moisture is reduced. Honey contains 20% of moisture, butter contains 16 to 18% of moisture. Milk powder आपल्याला वाटतं त्याच्यात moisture नसेल, but it still contains 4% of moisture. And only your edible oil is the one which contains 0% of moisture. And oil is hydrophobic, it doesn't contain even 0.001% of moisture. Oil मध्ये पाणी नसतं, only oil, only fat. Okay. बटर मध्ये पण पाणी आहे, पण ऑइल मध्ये पाणी नसतं. दिस वी ऑल नो. पाणी असेल आणि गॅसवरती तडका मारायला जर टाकलं ते ऑइल, तर वी ऑल नो व्हॉट हॅपन्स. ओके. द वॉटर विल इव्हॅपोरेट and that oil will bubble up. So next, different types of water. Now usually in food material or in fruits and vegetables or in food, water is present in two types. One is free water, other is bound water. Okay. Free water is what? The water that can be extracted easily from foods by squeezing or cutting or pressing is called as free water. Example, तुम्ही कलिंगड कापला, तुम्ही आंबा कापला, करेक्ट, पिकलेला आंबा कापला, कलिंगड कापलं, तर काय होतं, ज्यूस इझिली कट केल्या केल्या ज्यूस बाहेर येतो, बरोबर. इफ यू स्क्वीज द मँगो, ज्यूस विल कम आउट, वॉटर विल कम आउट. और इफ यू क्रश, मी वॉटरमेलन घेतला स्लाइस, रेड पीस वॉटरमेलनचा घेतला आणि हातात तो क्रश केला किंवा प्रेस केला, तर काय होणार, इझिली सगळा ज्यूस बाहेर पडणार, हातात काय राहणार, चोता राहणार, बरोबर. सो दिस वॉटर विच इज इझिली रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम फूड बाय स्क्वीजिंग इट, cutting it or pressing it, this is free water. This water is easily available, it is free to move. Okay. Such water is called as free water, and this water can be frozen or removed by drying. जर मी फ्रीज मध्ये कलिंगड टाकलं किंवा कुठला पण फ्रूट टाकला किंवा व्हेजिटेबल टाकलं, काकडी टाकली समजा फ्रीज मध्ये, तर ती काकडी फ्रीज होऊन जाणार, फ्रोझन आईस बनून जाणार त्याचं. जर जे आईस बनतंय, जे वॉटर त्याच्यातलं आईस बनतंय, दॅट वॉटर इज युअर फ्री वॉटर. और इफ आय पुट एनी फूड मटेरियल आउटसाइड फॉर ड्राईंग, एक्झाम्पल तुमचे पापड आपण सुकायला टाकले, बरोबर, तर ते पापड जेव्हा ड्राय करतो, जे वॉटर निघतं, दॅट वॉटर इज युअर फ्री वॉटर. ओके, दॅट इज फ्री वॉटर. Next is bound water. So bound water is not easily removed from the food material. Water which is unavailable as a solvent or which is tightly held by another molecule like protein, carbohydrate, fat, that is no longer available and doesn't have any property of free water. This water cannot be easily removed from food. Such type of water is called as bound water. It cannot be frozen or removed by drying. Example, इथे राईट साइडला बघा, हा तुमचा क्लोरीनचा मॉलिक्यूल आहे. On that chlorine molecule surface you have this water. So in this structure of this molecule you have water. हे पार्टिकलला चिटकून राहणार, हे बाहेर पडणार नाही हे पाणी. Okay, so such type of water is called bound water. It is not easily available, you cannot use it as a solvent, you cannot freeze it. जर तुम्ही हे फ्रीज करायला गेला तर हे पाणी जे अटॅच आहे ते फ्रीज नाही होणार. इफ यू आर ड्राईंग दिस फूड, whatever water molecules are in this chemical structure of this compound, that water will not be removed by drying. Only if you are freezing it below -20 degrees Celsius, मग पुढे कुठे तर जाऊन हे फ्रीज होऊ शकतं. Otherwise this water is very difficult to remove from that food product. This is called as your bound water. Okay, I hope you understood it. Why we are studying it? Because this is important from point of view of understanding your water activity. Okay, what is water activity? So whatever water is present in the food which is not bound, म्हणजे तुमचं free water. Okay, the water which is not bound to food molecules can support the growth of bacteria, yeast, and mold. So this free water is the water which is responsible for spoilage of your food. तुमचं फूड मध्ये जे मॉइश्चर आहे, that moisture is nothing but your free water, and this results in growth of your bacteria, yeast, and mold. And therefore you are measuring the water activity of this free water, and depending on the water activity you can determine if that water is can be responsible for growth of your various microorganisms. Let's see the definition. The water activity represents the ratio of the water vapor pressure of the food to the water vapor pressure of pure water under the same conditions. वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी सिम्पल वर्ड्स मध्ये काय आहे, तुमची फ्री वॉटर ज्या फूड मध्ये आहे त्याची ऍक्टिव्हिटी, ती फ्री वॉटर केवढी आहे त्याची ऍक्टिव्हिटी जी आहे ना, दॅट इज युअर वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी. डेफिनेशन वाईज, वॉट एव्हर वॉटर इज प्रेझेंट इन द फूड and that water vapor which will be generated from that food divided by the water vapor which will be generated by the pure water under the same conditions. एक्झाम्पल, इथे आपण एक कॅप्सिकम घेतलाय आणि इकडे मी एक ग्लास ऑफ वॉटर ठेवलंय एका कंटेनर मध्ये. ओके, से कन्सिडर दिस इज रूम टेम्परेचर 25 डिग्री सेल्सियस. ओके, at 25 degrees Celsius free water will evaporate from this capsicum and some water will evaporate from this glass of water. आता वॉटर, ग्लास ऑफ वॉटर मधून जास्त इव्हॅपोरेशन होणार आणि हे वॉटर वेपर जास्त बिल्ड होणार, करेक्ट, as compared to the vapor which is coming out from this capsicum. So you are just dividing this pressure caused by this water vapor of the food divided by pressure caused by the water vapor from pure water under same condition, that is 25 degrees Celsius, same size of container. So these are same conditions. Okay, so this is what is water activity. Definition part करूनच लिहाल. The water activity represents the ratio of water vapor pressure of food to the water vapor pressure of pure water under the same conditions. Hope you understood this. In simple language, free water जी तुमची आहे त्याची जी ऍक्टिव्हिटी होते त्या फूड मध्ये, दॅट इज युअर वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी. दॅट इज हाऊ यू डिटरमाइन द वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी. Okay, why water activity is important? Because it influences the storability of food. Water activity means free water, and free water is the major reason for spoilage of food. So water activity influences the storability of foods. Decreased water activity retards the growth of microorganisms and slows enzyme catalyzed reactions, particularly involving hydrolysis. डिक्रीज वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी म्हणजे काय? डिक्रीज्ड फ्री वॉटर. फ्री वॉटर कमी आहे तर ग्रोथ ऑफ मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझम ऑब्विसली कमी असणार आहे. वॉटर ऍक्ट ॲज अ एन्झाइम और helps in reaction. So if you are having less water, so any enzyme related reactions or water related reactions like hydrolysis, breaking down, lysis means what? Breaking down because of water, हायड्रॉलिसिस, हे रिएक्शन्स तुमचे कमी होणार जेव्हा तुमची वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी कमी होते. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज स्टोरेज स्टॅबिलिटी ऑफ फूड विथ वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी बिटवीन 0.2 and 0.4 इज द हायेस्ट. तर वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी तुम्ही रेशिओ काढता, बरोबर, मग रेशिओ किती पर्यंत असतो? 1 चा रेशिओ निघणार. तर 1 out of 1 if you are having water activity of 0.2 to 0.4, so that is considered to be the best in order to store the food. असं तुमचं वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी असेल ह्या रेंज मध्ये, so this is the storability of that food product is highest. Okay, in that case you don't need to use any kind of preservatives to prevent growth of microbes. प्रिझर्वेटिव्ह वापरायची गरज नाही, कारण का तुम्हाला मायक्रोबियल स्पॉइलेज होणार नाही, कारण का पाणी खूप खूप कमी आहे. ओके, प्लस द फूड विल नॉट बी अफेक्टेड बाय एनी नॉन एन्झायमॅटिक ब्राउनिंग. तुमच्या ब्राउनिंगचे रिएक्शन नाही होणार किंवा लिपिड ऑटो ऑक्सिडेशन नाही होणार, बिकॉज दिस रिएक्शन्स आर reduced or prevented because of low water activity. Whatever reactions occur, whatever microorganisms grow, all occur because of water. And if you reduce that water activity between the range of 0.2 to 0.4, all these reactions are stopped, all the microbial organism functioning is stopped. So lipid auto oxidation, example तुमचे ग्राउंडनट असतात, शेंगदाणे खूप दिवस ठेवले तर दॅट लिपिड्स ऑर द फॅट्स इन दॅट ग्राउंडनट टर्न रॅन्सिड, खवट खवट होतात शेंगदाणे, बरोबर. दॅट इज बिकॉज ऑफ दिस ऑटो ऑक्सिडेशन ऑफ लिपिड्स. So if you're reducing the water activity to very low level, all these reactions will automatically stop. So that is the importance of water activity in food preservation. Food products with water activity values between 0.6 to 0.9 are known as intermediate moisture foods. जेव्हा तुमची वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी 0.6 टू 0.9 असेल तेव्हा ते काय असतात, इंटरमिडिएट मॉइस्ट फूड असतात. हे आपण मागच्या वेळेस मी एक्झाम्पल दिलेलं, जॅम, जेली, बरोबर. जॅम तुमचे कसं असतं, इट इज नायदर सॉलिड, इट इज नायदर लिक्विड, इट इज सेमी सॉलिड, इट इज इंटरमिडिएट मॉइश्चर फूड. हे तुम्ही तुमच्या हॉर्टिकल्चर फूड प्रोसेसिंगचा जो कोर्स आहे, पोस्ट हार्वेस्ट कोर्स, त्याच्यात पण हे तुम्ही शिकणार आहात. तिकडे पण तुम्ही वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी शिकाल. ओके. So these are called as intermediate moisture foods, and these food products need to be protected extensively against microbial spoilage. कारण का ह्यांची वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी जास्त आहे, मायक्रोबियल ग्रोथ होणार, मायक्रोबियल अटॅक होणार, तुमचे हे रिॲक्शन्स वगैरे सगळे होणार. सो यू हॅव टू प्रोटेक्ट देम. अँड हाऊ यू कॅन डू इट, आयदर यू कॅन डिक्रीज द वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी in order to improve the shelf life, or you can use food additives with high water binding capacities. You can use food additives which will prevent or bind that water and not make the water easily available for growth of microorganisms. ओके. एक्झाम्पल तुमचं शुगर सॉल्ट असतं, शुगर सॉल्ट मध्ये काय होतं, युजली ऑस्मॉसिसच्या प्रोसेसनी वॉटर कमी होऊन जातं फूडमधून. फूडमधून शुगर सिरप मध्ये एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही आवळे ठेवले, आवळा कॅन्डी बनवायला, हे तुम्ही आता शिकालच तुमच्या फूड प्रोसेसिंग कोर्समध्ये. आवळा कॅन्डीमध्ये आवळे तुम्ही शुगर सिरप मध्ये ठेवता. इन दॅट व्हॉट यू आर डुईंग इज यू आर डुईंग ऑस्मॉसिस रिएक्शन. सो यू आर रेड्युसिंग द actual water content in that onla fruit, and that's why now that candy can be stored for longer period. तुमचे मँगो पिकल्स असतात, तुमचा मुरांबा वगैरे असतो, त्याच्यात यू आर युझिंग दिस प्रिन्सिपल. or you can use oil to reduce the moisture content, or you can use food additives, chemical compounds astat, those you can add, so as you reduce the free water, or you bind that free water and not make it easily available for the microorganisms to grow. Humectants म्हणजे काय, these are the chemical compounds which help to preserve or retain the water. They bind the water. These are known as humectants. Okay. So this is your water activity. ह्याच्यावरती तुम्हाला क्वेश्चन येऊ शकतो, शॉर्ट नोट येऊ शकते, एक्सप्लेन इन ब्रीफ व्हॉट इज वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी. तेव्हा तुम्ही हे सगळे पॉइंट्स लिहायचे आहेत. गिव्ह द डेफिनेशन ऑफ व्हॉट इज वॉटर ऍक्टिव्हिटी. यू कॅन ड्रॉ द फिगर, एक्सप्लेन, अँड देन यू हॅव टू एक्सप्लेन व्हॉट आर द इंटरमिडिएट फूड प्रोडक्ट्स, त्यांची व्हॅल्यूज किती आहेत, हे तुम्हाला ऑब्जेक्टिव्हला पण येऊ शकतं. Water activity of intermediate food products is between 0.6 to 0.9, or if the water availability is between 0.2 to 0.4, the food can be stored for longer period. So such type of questions can come, definition can come on water activity. Now next is functions of water in body. हे mostly आपण बघितलेले आहेत. We'll just quickly go through it. Water serves as building material for each cell of the body. We already saw water is major component of your body tissues, body cells. Okay. It is universal solvent. It is able to dissolve all the products of digestion. So water helps in digestion, water helps in absorption, water helps in circulation, and water helps in excretion. So we saw this also. Further, it is a constituent of all body fluids. It helps in transport of products of digestion to appropriate organs. Example, blood contains 90% of water. It carries carbon dioxide throughout your body from lungs. The nutrients is also transferred with help of blood. Waste materials are removed with help of water, excreted as urine. Okay, urine contains 95% of water. Water is needed for many chemical reactions to occur in body. Example, breaking down of sugar, hydrolysis to simple substances need presence of water. Breaking down, lysis, hydro, water. So most of the hydrolysis of sugar takes place in presence of water. Water acts as lubricant, preventing friction between different moving body parts. Okay, and we also saw how water helps in maintaining the body temperature through evaporation from skin and lungs. Okay, so these are the functions of water. हे तुम्हाला क्वेश्चनला येऊ शकतं. Right, give in detail what are the different functions of water, sources of water. This can come. So let's understand what are the different sources of water. Okay, we already saw, we already know water is present, can be consumed directly by drinking water. So what are the other ways of getting water in your body? पाणी पिल्याने वॉटर येतं बॉडीमध्ये हे आपल्याला माहिती, पण अजून दुसरे कुठले वेज आहेत? एक दोन मी सजेस्ट पण केले होते की वॉटर तुमच्या बॉडीला मिळतं. फ्रुट्स, करेक्ट, फूड, करेक्ट, ज्यूस, एक्झॅक्टली. So these are food products through which indirectly you're consuming water. मी वॉटरमेलन खाल्ला तर 90% वॉटरमेलन मध्ये तर पाणीच आहे. सो आय एम इन्क्रीजिंग द इनटेक ऑफ वॉटर. ओके, सो दिस इज द वे. तुम्हाला हे लिहायचे आहेत वॉटर सोर्सेस, सो इझिली यू कॅन राईट. First, we drink water, so that is the major source of water. We drink different types of liquid beverages or food items. It contribute to the water in the body. There are certain metabolic reactions which are carried inside our body which releases water. This is also another source. हे मगाशी मी explain केलं. When energy is released in the body, ATPs are generated through various metabolism. Heat is released. We respire. Respiration मध्येच हे सगळे energy release होते. So carbon dioxide is released and also water is released in the body. So that also becomes a source of water for your bodily functions. Okay. Of the total, this was the one study done to understand how much water our body takes. Example, out of total 2200 ml water available in the body, 1100 is obtained by directly drinking water. तर 50% तुम्हाला वॉटर जे बॉडीमध्ये पाहिजे असतं ते दॅट कम्स फ्रॉम डायरेक्टली ड्रिंकिंग युअर वॉटर. 900 ml is obtained through diet, food, materials वगैरे, and 200 ml is obtained through various metabolic oxidation processes or activities. So this is how your water sources are there in your body. So with this, we have concluded your lecture on chemical properties of your food products, and the first chemical component, water. In detail, we have studied. This can come as short note. This can come as your 8 marks question. So if it comes for 8 marks, they will obviously ask you different sources of water, importance of water, functions of water in body, or they can ask you about water activity. Then you have to write all those points. If anybody has any question, you can ask now. Let me see if your attendance is taken. असाइनमेंट तुम्हाला नेक्स्ट सॅटर्डे पर्यंत सबमिट करायची आहे. कुणाला क्वेश्चन्स असतील, कळलं नाही असाइनमेंट सेन्सरी अनालिसिसची कशी करायची, प्लीज फील फ्री टू आस्क मी. दिस पॉवर पॉइंट विल बी अपलोडेड ऑन युअर गुगल क्लासरूम. तुम्हाला ह्याचे नोट्स मी ऑलरेडी अपलोड केलेले आहेत. 2 टाइप्सचे नोट्स आहेत तुमचे. माझे ऑलरेडी टाईप वर्ड फाईल आहे आणि एक ख्याती पब्लिकेशनची पण नोट्स आहे. यू कॅन रेफर विच एव्हर इज इझी फॉर यू. सम स्टुडंट्स लास्ट बॅच फाउंड ख्याती नोट्स टू बी डिफिकल्ट, सो यू कॅन रेफर माय नोट्स. शॉर्टमध्ये आहेत माझे नोट्स, थोडेच चॅप्टर्स आहेत. आय विल कीप ऑन ॲडिंग for the next lectures, and also you can refer to the PowerPoint. So the PowerPoints which I have prepared are by referring different books and Khyati notes and my own notes. Whichever is easy, you can use it. I will upload this video online, but तुम्हाला मी हे व्हिडिओज एक्झामच्या टाइमलाच अवेलेबल करून देणार. आता मी अवेलेबल करून देणार नाही. तुमचे क्विज राहिलेले आहेत. आता 3 टॉपिक्स झाले आपले. 3 टॉपिक्सचे क्विज राहिलेले आहेत. मी सबमिट नाही करू शकले ऑनलाईन. नेक्स्ट वीक मध्ये मी तुम्हाला 3 क्विज अवेलेबल करून देईल, सो दॅट यू कॅन अंडरस्टँड हाऊ मच यू हॅव अंडरस्टूड ऑल दिस टॉपिक्स. आणि जर कुठे तुम्हाला कमी वाटत असेल तर यू कॅन आस्क मी क्वेश्चन्स. क्विज मार्क्स विल बी कन्सिडर्ड ॲज युअर असाइनमेंट, सो मेक शुअर you attempt all the quizzes. If you don't have any questions, I think you can leave the class. Those who have answered the questions in chat box, they will get extra points in case they have less marks in quiz. तुमचे हे क्विज जे चॅट बॉक्स आहे हे मी रेकॉर्ड करून ठेवत असते. So make sure you keep on answering in chat. With this, we can end this lecture. If you have questions, ask me, WhatsApp me. All right. Now you can leave the class. Everyone leave the class.